EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole. And then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, he's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Fournette. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He finds his man, complete. It's Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Now a carry for Bernard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take touchdown Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something.
No doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Murray from midfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. Back it down. Murray throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Connor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Murray to air it out again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Connor. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A couple extra tight ends are in, 3rd and goal from the 1. That in, and he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. Max Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Now you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent aggressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it now. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's Prater now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Fournette running out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And tight coverage there, incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They get this out quickly to the left side.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
They fought his 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive and get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Shotgun now for Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll run for it with Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to get the ball back.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
126 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons.
And he's free going down the left. A big run by the big man Fournette. 61 yards that time on the ground.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Brady's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. Sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Fournette, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
202 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and